This video is just going to be explaining how EastWest floating sort of works on LemonCloud. I don't know for every server, but at least for Crystal and LemonCloud, this seems to hold true. So a lot of people think that their cannon doesn't EastWest shoot or EastWest float, and they may have tested it, maybe they just think it doesn't work. But if you have a guider or an exposure looking something like this, where your power is right here and everything gets shot from this right side and gets shot over to the left, it will most likely actually float properly. I mean, on LemonCloud, if it can shoot north-south, it probably shoots east-west also. Usually you'd have to test it out on the server. There's no actual way to test that really. All servers are different. You could just get a quote-unquote good cannon server. Crystal and Cafe, they both have east-west patch on. You can toggle it with /EW, so that's disabled, that's enabled, and then it will give you sort of an accurate representation on how your cannon would sort of work on LemonCloud. It wouldn't 100%, I can't promise it'll 100% work if it works on here. Then it'll work on LemonCloud. I can't confirm that as 100%. You can just get a good representation. Now, for the exposures that work, the door is the same as the trapdoor, but if you don't want to use trapdoor for whatever reason, you can use a door. You can use ladders if you really want to. You can use anvils, though they get a bit glitchy, and stairs seem to be ideal. Now with that said, with the power in this sort of arrangement, you can also do it on the right side also. It doesn't change anything. If you were to have the door like this and have stuff come in from the left side, it would do the exact same thing. It would just float to the right and then go forward. For the blocks it doesn't work with, that I've tested on the actual live server, it may work on Crystal and Cafe on your cannon server, but it may not work on, actually I know it won't work. It doesn't give any, I know these won't allow sand or TNT to actually be pushed into them like a ladder can or a trapdoor. It will simply get stuck on this block. So say you have sand over here and you try to boost it into this fence gate, or I guess it would be wall, cobblestone wall. The sand would simply hit it, and it may look like it does get into this block, but in reality it's actually right there. And that's not going to actually float properly. It's like a straight shot by that point. So your stuff would be on this trapdoor instead of in here. So if you had this set up, this wouldn't actually work. You may be wondering why cactus is here. I don't know. It's just a block that you're able to walk into while still being on the block. So none of these work on LemonCloud that I've tested. Now, people that have been following my YouTube channel, and probably only for cannons, you probably know what this cannon is. It's a big cannon, and it's known to shoot east-west on LemonCloud. You don't need to have a daylight sensor. I just put it there for better exposure, so things shoot farther and stuff. But I'm gonna actually showcase this cannon with just a basic exposure, so no trapdoor. Actually, yeah, no trapdoor. You can have your stair right there. So essentially what this is going to look like is your TNT and your power is going to be there while everything gets shot into this left part here. So I'm just going to show that this cannon does fire on here with east-west patch on. Firing east, as you see in the top here, that means east. Hold up a shot and fire. It's a bit laggy. You see, works completely fine, and it works the exact same as if I were to have that daylight sensor there. So if your cannon does have an exposure like this or a trapdoor, it will work on LemonCloud. Usually you want to usually test it on a server that has east-west patch, because they're pretty much all the same, at least to what I've seen. Now, why am I saying this? Well, it's mainly because a lot of people think that they can't shoot east-west with their cannon. And in reality, they can. And it's kind of sad that people don't know that, so I'm not exposing too much by giving out this information. So that's why I decided to give it out. There's not really too much more to say other than have fun raiding people with this new knowledge. If you already knew this, then good for you, I guess.